I'm Blazers, working to bring you specifications you can relate to so you can have an educated decision on your purchase. Hopefully you like the stop motion, maybe bringing it back a little bit as we go. But also this is provided by Monterey Bay Knives, so sorry to them for taking so long on this, but we'll get this out. And as far as the review for the knife, and then there are two variations that you see here. So you have the one with the carbon fiber, and you have the full frame lock with titanium on both sides. So both of them are frame locked, so basically just the front side is going to be the difference on that. So you're going to have a weight difference as well for these. But this one is designed by Gerry McGinnis. So if you like his customs and want to get there, then this can be your starting point for that, and then work your way up to the custom, or just save and get one of the customs. But this is just another option for you if you are in love with the designs. So this one we're going to start with kind of some of the hand sizing chart. So you see how it looks for adult women's hand and also adult male's hand for this. Weight wise, so the carbon fiber is going to be the lighter out of the two, not by too much, but 3.5 ounces versus 4.3 ounces for the full titanium. And either one of them, so whichever design or the variation that you want, both of them are 225, so you don't have a premium for either one of them. And then that is going to be where that is. And so it's not bad for that. And we're going to look at also as far as the pull for this, as far as how much pressure it takes to actually open the blade. So this is where we use the Lyman pull gauge. We're not sponsored by Lyman. They definitely could send me a pull gauge because I do use the product quite a bit. But this is basically where I will take the pressure it takes to actually deploy. So 2 pounds, 8.5 ounces to do the deployment. I find that anything 2 to 3 pounds is very good. Anything with more of a thumb stud specifically, normally for my comfort level, is about 2 pounds and less for that as far as the detent for it. But that is, again, preference wise, but just looking to try and give you guys some information more than an opinion of feel. And so that's kind of the point of that. So there's only one deployment method that I found for this one. So that is going to be, well, I guess 2 deployments. So you're going to have the light switch, and then you're also going to have more of a traditional style, so you actually do the traditional opening. So that's the 2 ways. It doesn't have any inertia drop, so you can't actually flip it open for the knife, so that's going to be very much a positive for a lot of people. 3.5-inch spear point blade, flat ground for this, and then behind the edge, that's where you can get your sheets of paper out. So about 7 sheets of paper, 28 thousandths is where I got basically in this recurve area right here on the blade. And then it's sharpened, or actually the degree of ramp, which is where I feel, or I'm getting the measurement as far as when you release it and to where that detent ball gets onto the blade, is only 12 degrees, which is pretty fantastic. I find 20 degrees to be really good, 30 is okay, and 40 and above is pretty bad. So for example, that there's the large, basically the large pilar, and then so it takes about 40 degrees for this knife to actually get onto the blade. So that's not great, but this one you can just disengage it and then push it the rest of the way to overcome that. So it's not horrible, but again, preference wise for that and information for you folks. Blade stock 4 millimeters, and then right hand tip up is the only way you're going to be carrying this one for this knife, either variation. So that doesn't make any difference. So M390 for the blade steel, corrosion resistant side about 81 percentile compared to other steels out there, 83 percentile for edge retention in comparison to even the super steels out there as well. And then for sharpness, this one is actually sharpened to my measurements 43 degrees inclusive, about 21 degrees, 21.5 degrees each side. So between both of them, there's something I like about that titanium, and there's some things I like about the carbon fiber. So this is where I'm finding to be where I was carrying one more than the other, and that's where it came down to preference wise, and that's where many of you folks will have that as well. So the thing that I like about the titanium better is just the sound of it closing. It has a different sound to it than the titanium version, as you hear here. So that's one thing I like auditory wise as far as that goes. But then the thing that I don't like about the carbon fiber one is it seems like this carbon fiber scale may be a little bit thinner or something with it because this little edge right here is a little bit sharp. It could be easily corrected, but just right out of the box, this is a little bit more sharp than I would like even in use. And then you're also going to have this one that's going to be very smooth. So that's where I found where I was carrying the titanium a lot more than the carbon fiber one. So I would say to buy as far as my recommendation, but I would recommend the titanium over the carbon fiber for personal opinion on that. But definitely check them out. $225, still available on their website for Monterey Bay Knives. And thank you very much for your time. Let me know in the comments down below as far as what you think. And thank you very much. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And thank you again.